transdisciplinary research, wherein we want to integrate all the disciplines, beginning with engineering to the psychology, management, pharmacy, management, law, and with the combination of all these disciplines, how we can come up with this transdisciplinary education and transdisciplinary research. So this has been a very unique concept. We want to, communicate this to all aspiring students and parents that how this particular concept is going to make a difference to the education, right? And for that purposes only, we have called upon many students and parents here for this open house session, wherein we are going to explain them about this transdisciplinary research and how this transdisciplinary university going to help them in future for their bright career. And like this type of 25 sessions are happening all across India so that the awareness about this transdisciplinary research can be disseminated to all stakeholders. Press release, I'm just going to read it for you, right? So, artificial intelligence is rapidly changing jobs around the world. Because of this, universities must change how they teach. They cannot just train students for first job anymore. Instead, they need to help students get ready for many different careers throughout their lives. This was the main message at the recent WPU Goa Open House. The event brought together students, parents, and teachers to talk about the future of higher education. The world is becoming harder to predict because technology moves faster than school textbooks. New jobs appears every day and old jobs disappear. Today, the best workers are not just experts in one small area. The future belongs to people who can learn continuously and connect different ideas. Students need curiosity and grit just as much as technical skills. Higher education must focus on preparing people for opportunities that cannot yet be predicted, rather than training them solely for existing professions. World Peace University Goa is tackling this challenge head on. The university uses a special transdisciplinary model. This means students do more than study just one topic. They learn to blend different subjects together to solve real world problems. University Vice Chancellor Professor Walter Liu notes that this method helps both teachers and students think outside the box. Through hands on learning, industry interaction, and global exposure, graduates gain the tools to lead and learn for a lifetime. This opens doors to excellent jobs in both private and public sector where they can apply what they have learned. Our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj, emphasizes on the big question for modern colleges is about long-term success. It is not enough to get graduates to their first job interview. Universities must prepare students for multiple challenges, transitions, and new opportunities they will encounter throughout their lives. The future belongs to individuals who can connect ideas across domains, respond to challenges, and do not fit neatly into traditional categories. To build these future skills, World Peace University Goa currently offers several major programs. This includes Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering, a Bachelor of Management Studies with honors, a Bachelor of Design in Integrated Product Design, a Bachelor of Design in Communication Design, and Bachelor of Science with honors in Psychology. At a time when families want clarity about future jobs, World Peace University Goa is focusing on continuous change. They are a new age university building a fresh way to learn, helping graduates thrive in a brand new world. You can find more information about their program by visiting the official website at wpugoa.education. And you know about this WPU Goa is a new age university located in Goa with a vision to reimagining higher education for rapidly changing world. Built around transdisciplinary approach to learning, the university seeks to develop graduates who combine discipline with depth, with ability to think across domain, adapt to change, and address complex real-world challenges. So I hope this, narration of the press release is clear to you. If at all you have any query about this particular press release, you can ask me. Right?
So regarding job opportunity, what are the
Right.
process you are doing? Sir? Campus interviews like that.
Right. Job opportunity, I will say that this is again a very traditional way of expecting or looking towards the graduate program, wherein most of the students and parents, of course, every parent and student has desire to get a good job at the end of their education, and they are aspiring for this. This particular concept is completely different, and those who want to become a kind of entrepreneur or problem solver, right? They should opt for this particular way of education, wherein we are focusing on transdisciplinary research, wherein not only a engineering education or law or management should be pursued, but combination of all these programs together to help society, industry to solve real time. So, of course, the scenario of industries are changing, right? Even if you think of any of the industry, whether it's a software industry or any core manufacturing industry, they also want people from different disciplines. You know that the way the AI has taken over on every field now, that in your field also, it is expected that you must aware something about the AI, right? Which can be, included into your profession, the use of AI basically. Similarly, all software industries on one side, they want students from a domain expertise. If some company is developing software for maybe pharmaceutical industry, they want someone who understands the pharmacy, right? Because that person can do justice with the software prepared for the pharmaceutical industry. Similarly, for the electronics, mechanical, any of the manufacturing industry. So this can be considered as a domain expertise plus software understanding. Right. So this become a need of an hour wherein student must aware about the both the things. The emerging technology, which includes AI ML, as well as the domain knowledge. Right. So with that concept, we thought of starting this transdisciplinary education wherein student can select of any of the domain along with the emerging technologies, which can definitely help them to get a good job opportunity in the future. I hope I answer
Yes.
you. And all you consider the manufacturing industry, right? Their challenges was increasing the production, increasing the automation, right? Understanding about the core manufacturing. You think about the software industry, they required students who understand the coding, they understand the testing, right? Now this company has moved ahead one step wherein they not only require this type of expertise, but additional expertise can really solve the real life problem. Suppose I am a district collector and I want to address the water scarcity problem in my area, right? I want someone who can understand you know, something about the environment, something about the technology which can address the water scarcity problem in that region, right? Student, someone who has idea about this, and emerging technology which can be added into solve. So as we are growing as a developed country, we are coming up with more and more problem related to our society, industry, and this problem becomes very transversal. Having one person with limited knowledge will not solve the purpose. Either you should have a group of people who can address this. Even if you take a small example of water scarcity, one we required environmentalist, we required a mechanical engineer, we required a civil engineer, we required someone who understand about the geology, right? And even meteorological concept. So if all these people come together, then they only can address the problem of water scarcity. Right? But if you could bring in this dimension to some of the students and how to solve this problem at least, someone who is a manager and who has been appointed to address this water scarcity problem, he knows that who at all to be involved in this particular project to get the solution to this problem is good enough, right? So to make them aware about this, transdisciplinary approach, we need to have some education system which from beginning itself, from first year onward, can make them aware about the approach towards the problem, right? If at all we need to address some problem, then what is the right way of building it? So that is what we thought of, starting this, because this is more and more way of existing present scenario for society and industry. So that way, we will try to break in all this discipline little bit. But we have a presentation wherein we have also demonstrating the parents that if at all they are selecting some course, uh, what percent of courses will be of that core domain, what percent of the courses will be from the interdisciplinary domain, what percent of the course will help them to understand transdisciplinary research, right? So that it will be combination. It should not happen that expert of all, and he knows nothing. So we are keeping that domain expertise intact along in the program deliveries. So this is very unique concept. I suggest that today most of the students and parents are really in dilemma, right? Because students at this early age are all carried away with their peer thought process, their friends. Even I am someone who is good into some maybe media and journalism or something else, and my friend want to do computer science. So obviously my curiosity also get into the like I tell my parents I also want to do computer science. But at the end of the course I end up with doing nothing. And that is the real worry. And most of the time parents also get carried away with their children's thought process. No, no, my son want to do computer science, so let us put him in some of the colleges wherein he will get the computer science that way. Right. So selection of the discipline, selection of the institution wherein he should study is very important nowadays, right? And we could guide them about this, right? That what college to be selected, what discipline to be selected, then it will be a great help to the society from our side, right? More on that, wherein the technology is growing, we don't know what is the future of AI. I don't know whether this computer science branch will exist or not. And on the contrary, maximum 80% of the students are moving toward the computer science, right? So we are in the era wherein we don't know what going to happen next 4 years down. Right? In that scenario, having a transdisciplinary understanding, right? How to accumulate or manipulate all these branches together and how to become a problem solver to the industry and the society will be a great track point. Right? So I will also urge all of you that whomsoever coming connects with you, the parents and the students, right? Who has little dilemma about selecting the discipline or selecting the institution, right? We should be able to guide them, right? So we are always open to guide students, irrespective of asking them to be with our university instead, but we are there to guide them for the selection of the discipline and the institution, right? And more on that, we have moved one step ahead than the traditional university that we have come up with this transdisciplinary approach. Right? So we are always there. If anyone of your connect need help to decide upon this, please connect them with us. We'll help.
So your ideas unit, how you are going to give awareness to the school students?
Usually we organize open house for the school students. Our process initiated started from the 10th standard onward, right? Because that is the right time they should decide. Nowadays, even many programs are coming up, like in MIT WPU University, Pune, we have integrated diploma to degree, wherein students after their 10th standard itself decide upon if at all they want to go with the engineering education, they get admitted in our university. We complete their diploma in 3 years after 10, and they are admitted to the second year of engineering. And next 3 years, they complete their degree program. So you can imagine they are all get rid of the hassle of 11th, 12th standard, wherein all coaching classes has bombarded on it, right? There are a lot of law, many of the coaching classes we are capturing this 11th, 12th standard students, charging a hefty fees for them to prepare them for entrance examination. And many times they ended up with, again coming back to the some local university for their career, right? But once if somebody is decided that they want to go with the engineering, after 10, getting admitted to this integrated program with the best option. Right? So this is how we are coming up with innovative program who can help them, guide them to go along with their life. Right? So that way we can help them.
So what is the eligibility? Whether 10th mark is enough or you will conduct any aptitude test?
We do conduct aptitude test and we see their willingness. Basically, the intention of that is to guide them which discipline they should go. Right? And 10th standard, our response is very well because most of the 10th standard student who even score more than 90%, they approach us and they decided that yes, we want to get admitted in this integrated. So this type of innovative program we are coming up, even at MIT Goa, down the line will start such a type of integrated.
So what are the other extra activities you're doing?
Extra lot of our revered founder, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, is also UNESCO Peace Chairholder. He is being appointed as a chairholder for speech, spirituality, and peace in 1998. So, with that concept, our motto is peace and spirituality and holistic development of the students. You could see that most of the universities are talking about this holistic development of the children, right, during their graduation. What steps they are taking, what implementation they have, we don't. Right. But at MIT, you won't believe we have one center in Pune itself. We spread across 140 acres, and we called it as a life skill transformation center. This life skill transformation center has got four pillars, five pillars. Very first is the physical fitness, mental wellness, right? Agricultural nature, patriotism, and peace. Wherein we made it very compulsory for all students to go to that center for 8 to 15 days and attend this all five pillars. Nature and agriculture, we make students aware about that what is all nature is all about. How the food in their field is coming from. Are they aware that whatever the chapati or rice they are eating, how big that plant is? Because now this Gen Z students don't even know that how the rice coming into their place. Correct. So they should have awareness about this. So under the nature and agriculture pillar, we make them aware about all these things. Under physical fitness, we literally have the way the military person get trained, the obstacle hurdle techniques. We have created all that obstacles, and they have to cross them, and they have to ensure that they have crossed all the hurdles. We also make them aware about traditional games like kabaddi and kho, so that they are aware of. Very first thing they do when they join the center is they have to deposit their mobile phone to the lockers. They won't get mobile phone for next 10 days. Even we don't have commodes there. They have to use the Indian toilets. We don't have anyone to serve their food. Among their group, they have to identify one leader one day. He will guide them. Will make them wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We will ensure that they are following all the daily routines. Even the students serving themselves food, they are washing their utensils and ensure that all the plates and utensils are washed and kept again into the cabinet. So this type of training we are conducting them for 8 to 10 days, which ensures that some of the awareness about how life is happening. Right? So when it comes to holistic development, a university has a responsibility to make them awareness about the physical fitness, mental wellness, nature and agriculture, patriotism, and so these are the some small initiatives they have undertook under this World Peace University Pune, and the same will be facilitated to the Goa students, right? Even we are planning to have same setup at Goa, or for first few batches, we can even bring student to the Pune, and we'll ensure that they will undergo all this the training program. That way.
So just now you said about self-discipline.
But
Self-discipline.
self-discipline, right?
For 10 days training for.
Right.
How you heard about Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya schools?
Pardon me?
How you heard about Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya?
Jawahar?
Navodaya Vidyalaya.
Huh, of course they are. But I think they are at schooling level, right?
What?
There's Jawahar Nagar.
Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. It's
Ah,
central government.
Right.
All over India school is there except
Correct.
Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
because I'm a proud student of Navodaya.
Great.
They from 6th standard itself they are teaching this
Of
self
course.
discipline.
Yeah, it's very much required, and it's a really great initiative. What happened is like when it comes to our 12th standard, we are very obedient, right? We follow the teacher's instruction and we do complete all that what is being asked to do, right? When it comes after 10 plus 2, after 12th standard, they are into completely different zone, right? They are Gen Z. They even get completely engrossed into mobiles. They are not aware about the surrounding, the people, the education, and that makes a real difficulty in getting a good education, right? So making them disciplined at this level, right? It's really a great challenge. Of course, if the schools are doing this, I think that model should be implemented in all the schools, basically, right? So it's all willingness of the school management. I think every school could do this. It will be great because when the student joined our university and when we ask them to go through this all process, 50% students are reluctant. Those who already gone through this process are willing to do this again, right? Because they know the importance of this particular activity. But we have to channelize remaining 50% that how it is important for them to undergo this particular. But it is good if some all the school adopt this particular lesson.
So name the World Peace University. It's very different and unique name. How
Which one?
World Peace University.
MIT World Peace University. I already mentioned our revered founder, President Dr. Vishwanath Tarad, is a UNESCO chairholder for the peace and spirituality.
Mm.
Yeah. And with that, we come up with this name that World Peace University because he got this particular UNESCO chair in 1998. Right. So we changed the name from that on. Earlier, we were the affiliated university, but when we transformed into the private university in 1917, we adopted this name as a World Peace University because our founder president is a UNESCO chairholder for the peace and spirituality, and that's why we have a WPU Goa, World Peace University Goa, because it's like a completely separate university, being a state private university. So we adopted that name. MICE is a group. If you at all, MICE, like it's like the founder trust is Maharashtra Academy of Engineering Education and Research, MAEER, right? MICE. And Dr. Vishwanath Tarad is the very first person who was a professor at very renowned college in Pune called as College of Engineering, Pune. It's a government college established in 1840. He was a professor there, and then he thought of starting private engineering colleges. He was the one who applied to the government that why can't you allow private sector to start engineering colleges in 1983. And in 1983, Maharashtra government permitted to start first private engineering college in. And MIT was the very first private engineering college in. And later on, many engineering colleges came up. But he was the one who initiated this thing. And then onward, these private engineering colleges. Later on, you know that how AICT and the statutory bodies has, screwed up the whole, like giving permission to anyone who's applied for that, make it very difficult for the engineering. I hope I able to answer your questions. So please encourage if anyone in your connect would like to understand about the transdisciplinary research, you can connect them with us.